Good morning, interwebs. It's 11:14, which means Steve probably just got up, so I need to go and get his dinner together. But I'm just picking you up because I've been helping my daughter all day long working on fair projects. We are making good progress, and we've both learned a lot about gathering and how to gather well. So I'm going to go put Steve's dinner together, and then I will check in and let you know what the rest of my night holds. We'll hold gathering for a little bit. We're making a very, very gathered ruffled skirt. Didn't know it had so many gathers. Didn't know it had so many pieces. Patterns can be deceiving. Okay, to go and get Steve's dinner together. Well, it's 2:38. I just finished packing up an order, and actually I need to add it to my my map. I don't know if I've told you that I made a new map for the new shop, and I use this different kind of map. I printed this out for something for the kids for school, and we hadn't used it. So basically, every time I send an order to a state, the first time I do, I color in the state here on the map, and that's just kind of fun to see fill in. And then I also color in the state abbreviation up here, which makes it really easy to count kind of how many states I've sent to, and that's kind of exciting. Now, I've obviously sent to more people in more states overall, because by leaving the Etsy shop, there's like almost 200 orders over there that, you know, are accounted for. And actually, I have a separate map that I had been doing that on. So this is just for the new shop. It's fun to start over, to see it all fill in as it happens. And I realized that I also did not show you the progress here in the parlor today. So here it is. Look, we have like a third of a floor. So that was exciting. And one of the hard parts is done, because cutting around that. And then Steve moved the stove in, and then this is like the thingy so it doesn't burn. Like the fireproof thing that the stove has to sit on. Ultimately, we're going to put like a tile, words, people. We're going to put like a tile thing underneath it and build it up a little. But for now, this will totally do the job, and it's better. I mean, it's what it was sitting on before, but it's now secured nicer, and the floor looks nicer with it. So the stove will move just slightly. It's going to get angled a little, but for now, that's where it is. Half the floor is done. A little bit more underlayment in. Tomorrow, hopefully the rest of the flooring will go in this room, and then we will move some furniture around. Or, yeah, at least half the flooring will go in here. Then we need to move some furniture around so we can get to things. Because, like, that couch needs to move so that stuff can be put underneath where it is. So there will be some moving of furniture coming up, and just lots and lots of things this week. Because there is pre-fair judging on Tuesday, so tomorrow and Tuesday early morning are going to be super busy and stressful, I am sure, based on last year. And then it'll just be over. We come home, and then the week before the fair is just stressful, getting all the things that don't go to pre-fair judging done in time for the fair. On top of that, Steve has soccer games, and he is working, obviously, on stuff in the house. He thankfully has some extra days off. I convinced him that perhaps it would be a good idea to use some of those vacation days that we've accrued. So he is taking like 3 extra days off this week. He works 2 Monday night, and then he has 3 days off. So that'll be good. Not to mention, I think he's just tired. There's a lot of things going on for a person. So I'm going to go color in my map, clean up my office just a scooch. Hopefully by then I can hit upload on my video. If not, it'll just upload in the morning. And then I'm going to go to bed, even though it's not quite 3. I'm going to go to bed so I can get up earlier, hopefully, and get things done. We'll see. I'll wake up when I wake up. Anyways, I will see you all tomorrow. Nighty night. Good morning, interwebs. It's 11:57. Up, dressed, all the things. Already waist deep in working on my daughter's skirt project. So hopefully it'll be done soon. It needs to be done today, so soon will be better than later. And Steve's been working on floor. Oh boy, if you'll remember, like where we were yesterday was behind where the boxes are, and now he's here, and he's moved the couch.
I started right here today, so
yeah.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 rows today.
Nice. And the couch moved, and so now this area is like clear so that it can get flooring and stuff.
And cabinets.
And cabinets, yes, because there's going to be cabinets right there. And we have some furniture to move around, so we're going to go throw some out the window. Doesn't sound like fun? Let's go throw some furniture out the window. Because there were some things that when they went upstairs, they were difficult to get up our staircase because our staircase is very steep and very narrow. And as we wedged certain things up, Steve said, you know that these are never coming down in one piece. And I said, I accept that. And I am fully on board with that, with the things that are going out the window. So.
And being that we have a home office, we can't just have a room full of chairs that don't work anymore. As this house used to.
The joke is, the room that we were standing in was my grandmother's bedroom. And when we moved into the house, it was like, she'd recently died. It was completely full of stuff. And no. This is the room with the ridiculous chairs. Though the chairs that had been in my office theoretically were still sittable. This room is where chairs came to die. So she would have chairs in her living room, and when they were no longer deemed acceptable, rather than get rid of them, she'd move them into her bedroom and line them up along the window. So there was a dresser and a number of chairs. And then there were a couple of, actually there was only the couch in the office till I started moving things. I moved all the uncomfortable chairs out of the other rooms in there when we first moved in. And so now we're going to go and throw one of the last of my grandma's chairs, I think, out the window. Oh, there's still one we're keeping. Second to last. The glider. We're still keeping the glider because I still think the glider is a functional chair.
Yes, it does work.
I think it's one of the newest, too. So, ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
I assume you want to be outside so you can see it come out the window.
Oh. Okay.
Otherwise, you'll just get a real good shot of the back of my balding head.
That's true. Okay, I'm going this way. He's going that way. Apparently, today somebody is the cinematographer. Okie dokie. Oh, so much stuff. Oh, there's the cushion from the chair that's coming out the window. There's such a pile of stuff outside the store. So there's Steve out the window.
Here it comes.
Yep. Was that fun?
Awfully satisfying thunk at the bottom.
Good. And there's our other old recliner. So this chair had been my grandma's, and the chair that's under the chair cover, when Steve's grandparents died, his maternal grandparents, we ended up inheriting a bunch of stuff from their house. One of the things was his grandma's recliner, which was blue, and I loved because it was just the right size for a short person, because she was short. Not only was she short, she was a small person. I am a short, bigger person, but it was a very comfortable recliner, and it made it through solely breastfeeding 3 kids, so that recliner has had many, many, many hours of use, and it's completely trashed, and like a bunch of things don't work about it, and Steve's fixed it, and we decided that we deserve some new furniture eventually. We're not getting all new furniture yet, but we're getting rid of the stuff that is the most trashed, so we can eventually fill it in with, you know, grown-up furniture that we're the first owners of, and all that. Okay, off to probably go work some more on that skirt. We've added another piece of historical furniture to the mix. So this love seat came from Steve's grandparents' house. It actually had a matching giant sofa that went with it, and we took them. They are white, which is highly impractical when you have a family. And actually, the thing that ruined the couch for us was not the kids, it was the cats. I had them in our living room at one point here, and I had a hanging plant above them, and the cats pulled on the plant and knocked the whole thing down and like covered a third of the couch in soil. That was real fun to get out, and by real fun to get out, I mean it never came out. And then, yeah, it was just too big and too bulky and, yeah, no longer comfortable. I'm talking about the couches, the historical couches, yes. So now we've had the little one. The love, yes, and the love seat is actually still fairly comfortable. I mean, it's kind of still an impractical color and shape. But for now, these are just going to sit here till our couch situation is changed. But we will sit on them in that time. And obviously have to move all that junk so we can sit on them.